Hey there, my name's Evan Mazunik, and thanks for watching. We're already at video number 8 in the sound painting series for 2011. I can hardly believe it. Thank you so much to everyone who's left the comments, either in person or on the blog at Bliss Street Studios, or on the Bliss Street Studios YouTube channel, or by email. Keep them coming. Please participate. I'm looking forward to more and more participation and conversation as a result of these videos. It really, in my sense, it really completes the work. So it's incomplete without your participation. Anyway, we're now at video number 8 in this series, where we're going through sound painting, which is a sign language for live composition created by Walter Thompson. And we're going to work today on a few new gestures. We're going to work on an idea of repetition, and we're going to work on how to deal with that material and changing it, or remembering it, or doing variations on that material. So, in addition to all the gestures we've already been working with, today we're going to add into the mix minimalism. And minimalism is used in a ton of different ways in music and visual art, all across the board. And for the purposes of today, of this video, the way minimalism is defined in sound painting is simply a repetition of a shape. A repetition of a shape. So, if you provide some information, a choice as an improviser, inside of minimalism, you'll repeat that idea. Let me give you one example. If I see whole group, minimalism, and I'll give a couple beats. Ready? And repeat everything. Repeat everything. Repeat everything. Repeat everything. I just chose those two words and I decided to repeat them. Almost like you set a loop. If you've ever worked with Loop Station or worked with looping in GarageBand, or like a DJ, or a video loop, or I'm trying to think of other examples, but I think you get the idea. This repetition of a shape. So that's an example in sound. An example in movement might just be sort of this pattern, right? And I just keep repeating it, right? That's my choice. And minimalism asks, give a choice and repeat it, and repeat it, and repeat it. Don't develop it quite yet. Don't change it, because there's ways we're going to compose live with that information and that choice you give. So, whole group, minimalism. Say my choice again was repeat everything, right? I'm going to give you an example, and repeat everything. Repeat everything. Repeat everything. Okay, I'm going to step out of the example for a second, add a little asterisk, a little footnote, and say we're also going to work on this idea of change. Remember change? So I'm going to take my idea of repeat everything and change it. Okay, let me step back into that example. And so, repeat everything, repeat everything, repeat everything, repeat everything, repeat nothing, repeat nothing, repeat nothing, repeat nothing. Okay? So there, I changed my idea. And you notice I gave a change as a preparation, and then gave you new downbeat. When we're working in minimalism, the go gesture is a little different. You can use minimalism with one of the go gestures we've already worked with. The when, right now, an immediate play, or an enter slowly or exit slowly. But for right now, we're going to use maybe a bit more of like a traditional downbeat, in a classical conductor might use. Boom. So I'll just lift as a preparation, and then like drop the needle right on that. And then I'm going to keep a pulse. You notice that I didn't give you any idea of a time signature. I didn't do any pattern, right? So if you don't know what that means, don't even worry about it. But if you do know what that means, know that you've got the choice to make a count, whatever count or meter or length of a cycle you want. So you could go, I'm going to do something that's going to fill up 5 pulses or 5 beats right here. I'm just going to repeat something every 4 counts, or every 6, or every 17, if you can remember that. But take your idea and repeat it, and repeat it, and repeat it. All right? And then I'll give you a change, and then a new boom, downbeat. And you'll change to a new idea. And you'll only change once. you'll just give some new information, and you can either contrast your idea or do something, you can take something away or put it back or add information or alter it. Those are all different types of change. So they're in this sort of family of change. But I want to leave it pretty open to you on how you're going to change. All right? So just change your material and think of a new idea immediately on that downbeat, and then keep repeating that. We're also going to work with memory. I'll say this is memory 1. I might get really crazy and go this is memory 2. And we're going to work with coming back to some of your ideas. And I'm going to throw in one more gesture, and this is gesture jumble. All right, so it's like a gesture backwards towards my mouth. Almost looks like continue, but it's different. Jumble. And I'll say, jumble this. And when I say that, jumble this, you'll begin to go ahead and alter your information. And how are you going to alter your information? You'll alter it by, well, the best analogy I've learned is that you can take your idea, your repetition of a shape, that shape, and imagine you threw it into a clothes dryer. You know, one where you can look in the front and you can see all the clothes spinning around, for instance. So you're not adding or taking away or developing that idea. You're in a sense doing different sort of variations on a theme or reconfiguring it. So if my idea, remember as an actor working with text, my idea was repeat nothing, and I say it, repeat nothing, repeat nothing. Okay, that was my idea. I'm going to talk and then step back into the example. I'm sort of wearing two different hats. And then I'll see this gesture, and I'll start to jumble it. So again, let me step back into the example. Repeat nothing, repeat nothing, repeat nothing, repeat, repeat, nothing, repeat, repeat, noth, 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 noth. For instance, might be one way you might jumble that information. So I want to leave that though open to how you're going to jumble that information when you see it, jumble this. All right? But we're just going to work with minimalism, work with change, work with memory, and working with jumble. And I'll assign jumble this a few times, and that'll, in a sense, initiate your choice to go ahead and jumble that repetition of a shape. All right? Here we go. Thanks for playing along. I look forward to your comments and your responses, and I'll see you next week.